Welcome to Brain or Luck. Guess the NASA space image before the answer appears. 50 space images. 5 seconds each. Brain or luck? Start with the icons most space fans recognize. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Sun. What is Mercury best described as? Correct. Planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and has a heavily cratered surface. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Venus. True or false? This clue points to Mars, not Earth. False. The correct answer is Earth. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Moon. Those gray craters are like a frozen archive of solar system history.
Name the red planet in this NASA visual.
Correct. Mars. Mars is a cold desert planet with volcanoes, canyons, polar caps, and evidence of ancient water. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Jupiter. What is Saturn best described as? Correct. Planet. Saturn is best known for its bright ring system and many moons. What space subject is shown in this NASA? Correct. Uranus. True or false? This clue points to Neptune. True. The answer is Neptune. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Pluto. What is Europa best described as? Correct. Moon. Europa is an icy moon of Jupiter and a major target in the search for habitable environments. If you are still in the game, subscribe to Brain or Luck and keep your score going. Now guess the spacecraft, rovers, and human spaceflight clues. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Io. True or false? This clue points to Ganymede. True. The answer is Ganymede. What space subject is shown in this NASA's image? Correct. Titan. Titan is one of the best story worlds because it feels almost like an alien Earth.
Name the icy Saturn moon in this clue.
Correct. Enceladus. Enceladus is an icy moon of Saturn with water-rich plumes erupting from its south pole. Which mission was the first to land humans on the moon? Correct. Apollo 11. Apollo 11 was the first mission to land humans on the moon. Which orbiting laboratory is connected to this NASA clue? Correct. International Space Station. The International Space Station is a long-running orbital laboratory built by international partners. Name the far-traveling Voyager spacecraft in this NASA clue. Correct. Voyager 1. Voyager 1 is one of NASA's farthest spacecraft and has traveled beyond the heliosphere. Which spacecraft transformed our view of Saturn and its moons? Correct. Cassini. Cassini transformed humanity's view of Saturn, its rings and moons. True or false? This clue points to Juno. True. The answer is Juno. Which spacecraft gave humanity its first close-up views of Pluto? Correct. New Horizons. New Horizons gave humanity its first close-up images of Pluto and its moons. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Curiosity rover. True or false? This clue points to Perseverance rover. True. The answer is Perseverance rover. Which NASA program aims to return humans to the moon? Correct. Artemis. Artemis is NASA's program to return humans to the moon and prepare for deeper space missions. Artemis gives the channel a current news bridge while staying connected to evergreen moon content. This round moves into Hubble, Webb, and deep space. What is Hubble Space Telescope best described as? Correct. Space telescope. Hubble has produced many of the most recognizable space images in modern astronomy. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. James Webb Space Telescope. What space subject is shown
in this NASA image?
Correct. Pillars of creation. What is Orion Nebula best described as? Correct. Nebula. The Orion Nebula is a nearby stellar nursery visible in the constellation Orion. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Carina Nebula. True or false? This clue points to Crab Nebula. True. The answer is Crab Nebula. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Andromeda Galaxy. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Milky Way. What is black hole best described as? Correct. Space phenomenon. A black hole is a region where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape from inside the event horizon.
What space subject is shown in this NASA image?
Correct. Supernova. A star exploding is one of the easiest science ideas to turn into a dramatic question. The clues get bigger, stranger, and farther away. What is TRAPPIST-1 system best described as? Correct. Planetary system. TRAPPIST-1 is a system of 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting a small, cool star. Which NASA mission found thousands of exoplanet candidates by watching stars dim? Correct. Kepler mission. NASA's Kepler mission discovered thousands of exoplanet candidates by watching stars dim during transit. Name the zone around a star where liquid water could be possible. Correct. Habitable zone. The habitable zone is the range around a star where conditions may allow liquid water on a planet's surface. Subscribe before the final stretch, then see if your score survives space. Which asteroid is tied to this OSIRIS-REx sample story? Correct. Bennu. Bennu is a near-Earth asteroid visited by NASA's OSIRIS-REx mission. Which NASA mission tested planetary defense by hitting Dimorphos? Correct. DART mission. DART tested planetary defense by intentionally impacting the asteroid moonlet Dimorphos. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Comet. What is aurora best described as? Correct. Space phenomenon. Auroras happen when charged particles interact with a planet's magnetic field and atmosphere. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Solar eclipse. Last round. Trust your brain, unless luck gets there first. True or false, this clue points to Venus, not Mars. False. The correct answer is Mars. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Jupiter. One storm on Jupiter can become a whole visual clue by itself.
No choices. Name the ring planet in this NASA clue.
Correct. Saturn. Saturn is best known for its bright ring system and many moons. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. Moon. What is Hubble Space Telescope best described as? Correct. Space telescope. Hubble has produced many of the most recognizable space images in modern astronomy. What space subject is shown in this NASA image? Correct. James Webb Space Telescope. Which moon program is connected to this Artemis 2 rocket clue? Correct. Artemis. Artemis is NASA's program to return humans to the moon and prepare for deeper space mission. You made it through all 50. Was your score brain, luck, or both? Comment your score and subscribe to Brain or Luck for the next visual challenge.